magkakaroon ng Free Tertiary Education Act even if Bam Aquino is not around. You taking credit, all the credit, is undermining the kind of leadership that PRRD exhibited during that time. The political will that was never matched by your Tita Cory, by Pinoy, by Bongbong Marcos. That is why we're not gonna take this sitting down. At tinalaga nilang sponsor si Bam Aquino kasi siya yung chairperson ng Education, Arts and Culture. Si Loren Legarda, chairperson din siya ng Committee on Finance. Okay, pwede rin si Loren Legarda actually. So, what does that mean? Ibig sabihin, kung indisposed si Bam, kung hindi po pwede si Bam, kung hindi siya available or whatsoever, Senator Loren Legarda can just take over. Kasi pagka chairperson ka, it's your job to be the sponsor, ano?
Pwedeng maging isang ganap na batas ang isang bill kapag hindi mapirmahan o ma-veto ng Pangulo sa loob ng 30 araw ng pagkakatanggap nito.
Idiots! The signature of PRRD is not the main question here. The initiative of PRRD to sign it and fund it is the one that made this law possible. Remember, the enrolled bill was transmitted to the President around July of 2017. It was signed into law August of 2017. At that time, tapos na po ang National Expenditure Program. At that time, nagdi-deliberate na po ng budget ang Kongreso. Ibig sabihin, if the President would just allow this to lapse into law, hindi yan makakasama sa 2018 budget. Kasi 2017 yung deliberation para sa 2018 budget eh. It's gonna go back to the Congress to fund that specific program when? It cannot happen in 2018 kasi 2017 na yan eh. So ngayon, 2017, hindi na yan kasali sa budget deliberation ng 2018. So ngayon, 2018, doon pa lang yan iti-take into consideration ng mga ahensya na involved dito sa pagpapatupad nitong batas na ito. And at that point, magde-decide si Congress kung magkano ang budget na ilalaan niya para dyan. So, ang earliest possible time kung naglaps yan into law, makinig ka Philippine Star para hindi nyo kami binobobo, is 2019 pa. Kasi 2018 pa lang siya pupunduhan. Anong sabi ni Bam Aquino? Nagulat nga ako eh, kasi minority ako. Pero pinirmahan ng Pangulo, fully funded, fully implemented. Researching is very simple. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi nyo magawa. Ilang beses na naming sinasabi na ang free education had been lobbied ever since the world began. Punta kayo sa Senate website, punta kayo pinakamaaga, 13th Congress. Ayan o, Regional Subsidized College Education Program, Philippine Free Education System Act of 2004, Philippine Education for Handicapped Children, Free Education Classes for Physically Disabled, Free Education for Handicapped, Free Public Preparatory Education, Free Preparatory Education of 2004. This is what we're telling you, ano? Ang daming nagsulong nito before Bam Aquino. Bam Aquino happened to be at the right place at the right time. Pagkatapos, ginawa nyo ng santo. San nanggagaling ang kapal ng mukha ninyo, Philippine Star, to say that it is gonna be a law and it's going to be implemented the way PRRD implemented it? Kung binayaran nyo to si Philippine Star para magsinungaling sa inyo, Bam Aquino, i-fire nyo na to. May deceit kasi nung panahon ng kampanya in which hindi masyadong pinansin ng mga Duterte supporters. Sabi ko nga, medyo late na nga ito yung reaction ng mga Duterte supporters, medyo late na nga ito Pero had we talk about this before the election, Bam could have not won. I'm not saying I am not okay Bam winning. I am okay Bam winning. Nanalo na si Bam nandito na tayo, and all we need to do is to straighten up the conversation with facts. So ngayon, nagamit nyo na. Ano pang sisirain kay Bam? So kayo, kung pinagbibintangan nyo kaming mga Duterte supporters na merong disinformation campaign laban kay Bam Aquino, ineme, ganyan. Alam nyo, pag sinabi nyo disinformation campaign, you have to identify first ano yung disinformation. We started talking about facts. Pagkatapos, naaapektuhan at maraming nagigising sa katotohanan na si Bam Aquino naman pala is not crucial nor pivotal dito sa pagpasa ng Free Tertiary Education Act. Feeling ninyo, sinisiraan na si Bam. Let me process your feelings. Kinampanya ninyo na si Bam ang dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ng Free Tertiary Education Act. Kinontra namin with facts. This is not disinformation. This is information war. Ang kinontra namin dito ay hindi yung katotohanan. Kasi sinasabi nga namin yung totoo eh. Ang kinontra namin dito ay yung feelings ninyo na si Bam Aquino ang hero of free education. Yun ang kinontra namin dito. Ang kinontra namin dito ay ang inyong pagsisinungaling at ang inyong paggapang sa kaisipan ng mga kabataan na kunwari si Bam Aquino ang hero ng Free Tertiary Education Act. So wag kayong magsalsal-salsal na kami yung nagdi-disinform dito. In fact, si Bam Aquino ay advocate ng education advocate at ipinaglaban niya ang Free Tertiary Education Act. Wala rin problema. Go! But you went above and beyond. Gumawa kayo ng commercial na, salamat Bam Aquino, meron na kami free tertiary education. Si Bam Aquino ang father of free tertiary education. That is when everything went wrong. Doon na tayo nagkaroon ng problema. First and foremost, because kaming mga Duterte supporter, we know what PRRD did. We are not saying that you credit everything to PRRD because the old man doesn't really like taking credits. Si PRRD nga ayaw niya ng mga taking credit na yan eh. 'Di ba? But you know what? As a person who wants the Duterte kind of leadership, it is non-negotiable for me na i-dismiss mo yung mga trabaho ni PRRD specifically on this measure and take all the credit without regarding yung ginawa at yung mga initiative ng gobyerno ni PRRD na malaki ang naiambag, napakalaki in fact ng naiambag dito sa measure na ito. Kasi you taking credit, all the credit for the Free Tertiary Education Act is undermining the kind of leadership that PRRD exhibited during that time. The political will that was never matched by your Tita Cory, by Pinoy, by Bongbong Marcos. So, you know, that is why this is a big deal for us. That is why we want to talk about this. That is why we're not gonna take this sitting down. This is not a petty quarrel. This is, ano ba naman yan? Pwede ba lahat na lang kayo? I-credit na lang kayo lahat-lahat. Actually, sa totoo lang, initially, I am okay with that. I-credit nyo na lang lahat. Diyos ko po, huwag na angkinin, i-credit nyo na lang lahat. Because ang ingay-ingay ninyo at ang yabang-yabang ninyo, I have to look at what really happened just sa Free Tertiary Education Act na yan. And in fact, I was able to conclude, because of all the information that I gathered, I was able to conclude that Bam Aquino is neither pivotal nor crucial in the passing of the Free Tertiary Education Act. Magkakaroon ng Free Tertiary Education Act even if Bam Aquino is not around. And I am going to prove to you why. Ngayon, sa totoo lang, gusto ko nang kalimutan to eh. But I saw a content of Philippine Star. Itong si Philippine Star, tanga-tangahan, bakit ng mga TTS supporters, meron silang mga comment at dinidiscredit nila si Bam Aquino. May mga ganong-ganong drama na tong Philippine Star. In fact, they have an article about it. May sinabi sa 42 DDS accounts sabay-sabay nag-post. I would really like to ask Philippine Star, when you say that there is an influencer operation, what do you really mean? What are you trying to say, Philippine Star? Kaya hindi kami naniniwala sa inyo eh. But anyway, you are wrong. You are wrong. That is why your shitty paper is not getting any respect from the reading public, because you yourself are perpetuating misleading information. You're leaving a lot of information out of your explanation. Why? Para magmukhang magaling pa rin si Bam Aquino? Like I said, no, sabi ko nga, hindi ako galit kay Bam Aquino eh. Bam Aquino is okay. Pero dahil ino-oversell nyo si Bam, at in effect, doon sa pagmamalaki nyo kay Bam, ay meron kayong mga nasasagasaang mga tao, nabubisit kami. And to certain extent, pati ako, nabubisit tuloy ako kay Bam. Kasi Bam Aquino should set the record straight eh. You are not the father of Free Tertiary Education Act. You are a participant to that. The credit should go to all of the government officials involved in making this possible. Say that, Bam Aquino. Wag kang sinungaling. You are also thriving dito sa kasinungalingan ng mga followers mo at saka mga supporters mo eh. And this Philippine Star espousing the same narrative kagaya ng mga supporters nyo. Ano, PR nyo ba yan? Si Philippine Star? PR mo yan, Bam? Who is this guy? Did you pay this guy? to lie in front of us? Actually, mga sinabi nitong Philippine Star are not entirely fake. Totoo rin naman yung mga sinabi nila dito. Ang kasalanan nila dito is hindi nila kinumpleto ang storya. They left crucial information para magmukhang mabango pa rin si Bam. Para magmukhang si Bam Aquino pa rin ang talagang dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ng Free Tertiary Education Act. Well, anyway, let us watch this video because primarily this is the one that I'm going to react on.
Matapos makapasok sa top 5 ng senatorial race sa 2025 elections, kaliwat kanan ang lumalabas na post sa Facebook na tinitira si dating Senador Bam Aquino dahil sa kanyang pag-angkin sa Republic Act 10931 o ang pagbibigay ng libreng tuition sa mga mag-e-enroll sa mga state universities. Mula May 12 hanggang May 14, halos sabay-sabay at pare-pareho ang puntong gustong idiin ng mga mahigit 40 accounts. Dapat pasalamatan din si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa pagpirma nito sa naturang batas at hindi lang si dating Senador Bam Aquino. 3 sa mga accounts na iyan ay nakapangalan sa pangalan ng anak ni Duterte na si Veronica Kitty Duterte. Ang post naman ng page na Miss Bisdak Blog ang nakakuha ng pinakamaraming shares na umabot sa 42,000. Ang Facebook user naman na ito ay tila binabaliwala ang naging ambag ni Aquino sa pagtutulak sa batas at sinasabing kahit sinong senador daw ay pwedeng gawin ito. Ang mga ganitong aktibidad ay halimbawa ng influence operation o IO.
And this is borderline malicious, ano? This is borderline malicious. So are you saying that this is a concerted effort? Are you saying that we are being paid? Is that what you insinuate, Philippine Star? What are you insinuating here? Now, hindi ko alam kung bakit takang-taka kayo na ang dami-daming mga Duterte supporters na nagre-react on the free pag-aangkin ni Bam Aquino. Malamang! Because that's what supporters will do. It doesn't mean there is an influencer operation. It doesn't mean na merong mga bayaran na nangyayari dito. It doesn't mean na merong ano. Pero hindi ko gets bakit kayo takang-taka. Kayo nga pag sinisyndicate nyo ang isang balita like for example, yung Mary Grace Piatos. Isn't that a PR operation? How dare you, Philippine Star, to say that this is an influencer operations? Kapal lang mukha nyo.
Ano ba talaga ang totoo? Bilang chairperson ng Senate Education Committee noon, si Aquino ang nanguna sa pagpasa ng batas sa Senado bago pirmahan ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte noong August 3, 2017.
Okay, ang sabi niya si Bam Aquino ang nanguna. When you say siya ang nanguna, dapat siya yung pinakauna sa listahan ng mga pangalan doon sa joint submission ng Committee on Education and Committee on Finance pagdating sa plenaryo. Now, I am going to debunk you, Philippine Star, because per the legislative record of Senate Bill 1308, this is the bill that turned into the Free Tertiary Education Act, RA 10931. Okay, so I'm going to show you, no, para malinaw tayo, para kwentas claras tayo dito. So dito tayo sa legislative history. Okay, so ang claim ni Philippine Star, sinasabi niya na si Bam Aquino ang nanguna. This is the legislative history of RA 10931 sa Senate. Sa Senate, doon pa lang tayo sa part ng Senate. Alam naman natin na ang bill at ang paggawa ng batas, ito ay nangangailangan ng action from the lower house, from the House of Representatives, and from the Senate. There are so many bills that were filed in the Congress and in the Senate as well pertaining to free education. But for this specific bill, ang mga nagsulong nitong bill na ito, okay, prepared and submitted jointly by the Committee on Education, Arts and Culture, and Finance. With Ralph Recto as the principal author, siya yung pinakauna dito, no? Yung pangalan niya dito. Why? Because siya talaga yung pinaka-first. Okay? Siya talaga yung pinaka-first na nag-file. Also, ayan, Joel Villanueva, Joseph Victor Ejercito, Bam Aquino is listed fourth in the preparation and submission. Sherwin Gatchalian, Francis Pangilinan, Juan Edgardo Sani Angara, and Loren Ligarda. as authors. Ngayon, Ralph Recto is the first one to submit. So ngayon, sinasabi niya siya ang nanguna. Siya ang nanguna. If you're going to look at this, siya ba talaga ang nanguna? Which else? Mas nauna pa sa kanya si Ralph Recto, si Joel Villanueva, at saka si J.V. Ejercito. Pang fourth lang po si Bam. So hindi siya yung nanguna. But Bam Aquino is the sponsor! Okay. Andito yan. Ang sponsor ay si Senator Bam Aquino. So nagbigay siya ng kanyang sponsorship speech noong January 23, 2017. Or maybe this is the day where he was designated as the main sponsor of this bill. After the preparation, si Leila de Lima nag-request to be made co-author. Si Cynthia Villar also manifested her intention to be made a co-author. Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri was also made co-author. Richard Gordon was also made as co-author. Ngayon, balik tayo. Nag-sponsor kasi siya. So, siya ang nanguna. Philippine Star did not mention the protocol in the Senate. In the Senate, if you are the chairperson of the committee, you are going to be the sponsor. Default yon, bakla. Philippine Star, you did not tell that to us. Ang sinabi nyo, siya ang sponsor, siya ang nanguna. Hindi nyo sinabi na part ng committee chairmanship ang sponsorship. Why did you leave that detail? Bakit hindi nyo sinasabi sa audience ninyo? Ha? Philippine Star, baka part kayo ng PR mechanisms ni Bam Aquino. O, since ang lakas nyo magbintang na influencer operation, pagbibintangan ko rin kayo. Ano? Bakit hindi ninyo sinama yung fact na kapag ikaw ang chairman, ikaw din ang magsisponsor? Ibig sabihin, it's all in the day's work. If it is part of your day's work, bakit mo sasabihin na siya yung nanguna? In fact, dalawa yung committee dito. Committee on Education and Committee on Finance. Ang principal author ay si Ralph Recto. Actually, pwede rin naman si Ralph Recto ang maging primary sponsor niyan. Wala rin namang problema. Kasi committee chair din siya eh. So, ito yung committee report na sinasubmit yung Senate Bill 1304. Ayan, para pag-usapan na sa plenaryo. Okay. So, ngayon, ang sponsor, at tinalaga nilang sponsor si Bam Aquino kasi siya yung chairperson ng Education, Arts, and Culture. Okay? Si Loren Legarda, chairperson din siya. Okay? Chairperson din siya ng Committee on Finance. Okay? Pwede rin si Loren Legarda actually. So, what does that mean? Ibig sabihin, kung indisposed si Bam, kung hindi po pwede si Bam, kung hindi siya available or whatsoever, Senator Loren Legarda can just take over. Kasi pagka chairperson ka, it's your job to be the sponsor, ano? It is your job to be a sponsor. At ang dami ditong mga tao na po pwedeng i-take on yung trabaho ni Bam Aquino. Okay? So kung wala si Bam Aquino dyan, kung sino man ang chairperson ng committee na yan, yun ang magiging sponsor. Okay? So, it's part of the it's part of the day's work. Okay? Kung wala diyan si Bam Aquino, it could have been Sani Angara, it could have been Joel Villanueva, it could be Cynthia Villar, it could be Panfilo Lacson. Okay? Ngayon kung wala yung mga yung vice chairs na yan at saka wala yung mga it could be Loren Legarda. And this is part of the regular this is part of the regular legislative work. This is part of the protocol in the Senate. So ngayon, balik tayo dun sa sinasabi mo, Philippine Star. Yung hinahanas ninyo na, si Bam ang nagsulong. It doesn't look like na siya naman talaga yung parang, kasi the way you look at it, parang hindi to mangyayari if Bam Aquino is not there. Okay. So ngayon, nasasabihin nyo naman, hindi, kasi si Bam Aquino yung nakipagdebate, si Bam Aquino yung nakipagkinemot, ganyan-ganyan. Punta po tayo ulit doon sa legislative history. Okay? Ang interpellation po, ang sponsorship po ni Bam ay hindi rin siya nag-iisa. Ang co-sponsor po niya ay si Ralph Recto, Joseph Victor Ejercito, Edgardo Angara, Loren Legarda, and Joel Villanueva. Ito yung mga co-sponsor at nag-co-sponsorship speech sila. Okay? Si Bam ang nakipagdebate, enemerot, ganyan-ganyan. Actually, nakipagdebate, marami ring mga nakipagdebate dito. Ayan, nakipag-interpellate si J.V. Ejercito, Leila de Lima, Sherwin Gatchalian, Richard Gordon, Ralph Recto, nakipag-interpellate din siya. Okay? So what are you saying na hindi, ay, yung debate ni Bam, yung debate lang ni Bam. Ang importante, ay ano, may mga nakipagdebate din na iba, hindi lang si Bam. Okay? Sa pangunguna ni Bam Aquino, hindi na, sinulong niya ang batas na, well, marami silang nagsulong. Hindi lang si Bam. Tigil-tigilan nyo kami sa mga kasinungalingan ninyo. Okay? Okay, now you debunk this. You debunk this. So are you saying that the interpellation of other senators, the co-sponsorships of other senators would take a back seat just because of BAM? Is that what you're telling us? Now balik tayo sa panloloko ng Philippine Star.
Siya din ay principal sponsor at co-author ng isa sa mga Senate bills.
Isa, no? Pero hindi niya sinabi kung gaano sila karami sa Senate.
RA 10931. Pero hindi inangkin ni Aquino ang pagiging principal author ng batas dahil sinuoy Senador Ralph Recto ang naunang mag-file ng kahilintulad na Senate bill.
Correct, okay? And this is also a point when Philippine Star left out a very, very important part of public discourse. Duterte supporters are actually acknowledging that Bam Aquino is humble about it. Hindi siya nag-thank you kay PRRD at ako personally, di ko inaasahan na mag-thank you si Bam kay PRRD. There are actually, you know, if you're going to look at the mouth of Bam Aquino, nobody is saying that Bam Aquino is claiming that this is his. Hindi yun ang issue, Philippine Star. Hindi yun ang issue, Philippine Star. But you deviously left out in the conversation na kaya nagagalit ang mga Duterte supporters dito sa issue na to is because Bam Aquino supporters are the one lying about it. Bakit hindi nyo sinasabi yung part na yan? Yung mga supporters ni Bam Aquino ang nagsisinungaling, inaangkin, ino-oversell si Bam Aquino. Kagaya nyo, Philippine Star! Ino-oversell nyo si Bam Aquino. Isa kayo sa mga nagsisinungaling. Hindi nyo binabanggit na ang mga Duterte supporter are actually acknowledging the contributions of Bam Aquino. What you want to do, you just want us to appear na, ay hindi, talagang sinasabi, kinakawawa nyo si Bam, sinisiraan nyo si Bam. Actually, hindi si Bam ang sinisiraan namin dito. Ang sinisiraan namin yung mga supporters. Merong indirect impact yun kay Bam kasi Bam should set the record straight. I mean, Bam, come on, tell the truth. And be very clear about it. Kasi tatamaan ka talaga dito, Bam. Kagaya ko, hindi naman ako galit sa iyo, Bam eh. 'Di ba? But if you continue doing this, tatamaan ka talaga. So ganun 'yan. Ngayon ikaw, Philippine Star, itong content nyo na ito, ang dami nyong mga hindi sinasabi, ang dami nyong hindi mga pino-point out, and you are just forcing your narrative on us. And I am not going to take it sitting down. Okay?
Mahalaga din na tandaan na pwedeng maging isang ganap na batas ang isang bill kapag hindi mapirmahan o ma-veto ng Pangulo sa loob ng 30 araw ng pagkakatanggap nito.
Remember, Philippine Star is saying that dinidiscredit ko totally ang contribution ni BAM dito sa Free Tertiary Education Act. Sinasabi niya na, ba't mo sinasabi na talagang hindi mo nakinalala yung contribution ni Bam Aquino dito? You have to understand that when I said that Bam Aquino's contribution, you know, I recognize Bam Aquino's contribution in Free Tertiary Education Act. What I'm saying is that it is not pivotal nor crucial. What I'm saying is that it could have been written by anyone. What I'm saying is that Bam Aquino is not the front runner here, okay? What I am saying is that if not for PRRD, this law is not gonna happen. But what did you do, Philippine Star? Yung binibintang nyo sa akin ay exactly ginagawa ninyo kay PRRD by saying na magiging batas ito kahit hindi pirmado ng Pangulo. Idiots! The signature of PRRD is not the main question here. The initiative of PRRD to sign it and fund it is the one that made this law possible. Dahil pinondohan ni PRRD ang batas, dahil pinirmahan ni PRRD ang batas, hindi napunta sa listahan ng mga unfunded laws ang Free Tertiary Education Act. Ngayon, kayo Philippine Star, what is your purpose in saying na magiging batas naman yan kahit hindi pirmahan ni PRRD, di ba? Gusto ninyo na i-dismiss ang contribution ni PRRD dito sa Free Tertiary Education Act na ito, na kung tutuusin ay hindi naman talaga magiging posible kung wala siya. Let us just start with this one. Ang sinasabi nitong mga fans ni Bam Aquino ay merong provision sa Constitution that when the President is not going to sign a law or veto a law, it is going to lapse into law 30 days after receiving the enrolled bill. And that is correct. That is correct. Okay? But the statement of Philippine Star is very, very misleading. Okay? Na hindi magiging batas naman yan kahit hindi pirmahan. And very dismissive. Okay? Philippine Star, ang tagal-tagal nyo na sa politika, hindi nyo alam at hindi nyo na-observe na ang presidente ay hindi pinirmahan ang batas at ito ay nag-lapse into law. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is the president is not interested in implementing it. Sige nga, sinong presidente ang atat na i-implement ang isang batas na hinayaan niyang mag-lapse into law? A president would not be interested in implementing a law that a measure that lapse into law. Okay? Why? Probably yung presidente hindi siya makahanap ng pondo para dyan. So ngayon, ang gagawin ng presidente, hindi ako makakahanap ng pondo para dyan. O I'll just let it lapse into law. So I am just going to let the legislature to find for the source of fund. Bala kayong maghanap ng source of fund dyan. Through how? Through the GAA. Kayo nag-legislate niyan o di i-legislate nyo rin kung saan kukunin yung pondo. Bakit ako maghahanap dyan ng pondo? Okay, remember, the enrolled bill was transmitted to the President around July of 2017. Okay? It was signed into law August of 2017. At that time, tapos na po ang National Expenditure Program. At that time, nagdi-deliberate na po ng budget ang Kongreso. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, if the President would just allow this to lapse into law, hindi yan makakasama sa 2018 budget. Kasi 2017 yung deliberation para sa 2018 budget Okay? The President will just say, sige, mag-lapse na lang yan into law. Bahala kayo dyan maghanap ng pondo. Bahala na lang yung Congress maghanap ng pondo para dyan. Okay. So, Congress ang maghanap ng pondo dahil batas siya diba? Then, it's gonna go back to the Congress to fund that specific program when? It cannot happen in 2018 kasi 2017 na yan It cannot happen in 2018 dahil 2017 na nangyari ito. Okay? So ngayon, 2017, hindi na yan kasali sa budget deliberation ng 2018. Okay? So ngayon, 2018, doon pa lang yan iti-take into consideration ng mga ahensya na involved dito sa pagpapatupad nitong batas na ito. And at that point, magde-decide si Congress kung magkano ang budget na ilalaan niya para dyan. Provided na nagawa ang IRR, provided na kumpleto ang mga requisitos para i-implement yan. Kasi remember, kapag walang IRR, hindi rin yan mai-implement. So, ibig sabihin, kung i-deliberate siya ng 2018, you also assume that the implementing rules and regulations were already completed by the executive. So, ang earliest possible time kung nag-lapse yan into law, makinig ka Philippine Star, para hindi nyo kami binobobo. The earliest opportunity, the earliest possibility na mai-implement yung batas na yan is 2019 pa. Kasi 2018 pa lang siya mapupunduhan. Okay? 2018 pa lang siya mapupunduhan for the 2019 implementation. So kayo Philippine Star, wag nyo kaming tinatanga. Wag nyo kaming tinatanga. Okay? Kailan na-implement ang Free Tertiary Education Act? August na pirmahan, second sem ng 2019, implemented! Anong sabi ni Bam Aquino? Nagulat nga ako kasi minority ako. Pero pinirmahan ng Pangulo, fully funded, fully implemented. Saan nanggagaling ang kapal ng mukha ninyo, Philippine Star, to say that it is gonna be a law and it's going to be implemented the way PRRD implemented it? if he just allowed it to lapse into law? Saan nanggagaling yung kapal ng mukha ninyo para manloko ng tao? Kung binayaran nyo to si Philippine Star para magsinungaling sa inyo, Bam Aquino, i-fire nyo na to. I-fire nyo na yan. Ako nga, bayad lang ako ng YouTube ads eh. Yan binayaran nyo for PR? Ang tanga! Pagkatapos later on, sasabihin pa ni Philippine Star, kayo wag maniniwala sa mga social media posts. Sa'yo kami maniniwala! Ulol! Diba? Sa'yo kami maniniwala! Di na!
Kaya, huwag agad-agad maniniwala sa mga nagsisilabasan sa mga social media posts at maging mapagmatyag, lalo na ngayong kakatapos lang ang eleksyon.
Another thing, you claimed si Bam Aquino ay advocate ng Free Education Act. Na siya talaga ang nagsulong, siya talaga ang kineme-keme, ganyan-ganyan. Di ba yun yung sinabi ninyo? Researching is very simple. Hindi ko alam kung bakit hindi nyo magawa. Ilang beses na naming sinasabi na ang free education had been lobbied ever since the world began. Simulang-simula pa lang after, Cory Aquino, grabe na ang paglalabi sa free education at iba't ibang form ito, no? Iba't ibang form ito. Meron yung mga free education para sa mga anak ng mga military, free education para sa mga anak ng PWD, free education. There are so many versions of free education being lobbied in so many form and shapes. At napakasimple lang yan. Punta kayo sa Senate website, pinakamaaga, 13th Congress. Ayan o, Regional Subsidized College Education Program, Philippine Free Education System Act of 2004, Philippine Education for Handicapped Children, Free Education Classes for Physically Disabled, Free Education for Handicapped, Free Public Preparatory Education, Free Preparatory Education of 2004. So, you see what I'm talking about? Ang daming nagsulong nito before Bam Aquino. Bam Aquino happened to be at the right place at the right time. Pagkatapos, ginawa nyo ng santo. Kaya, yung batas ng free education ay naging batas because PRRD supported it.